This episode is inspired by true events. Certain details have been altered to protect client privacy. When Leo and I bought the house, it felt like the first breath after holding your lungs too long. It wasn't perfect, cracked tiles, a roof that sagged like an old story, but it was ours. And for the first time, we had a little room to dream. The plan was simple: renovate the kitchen, fix the roof, finally make it home. We'd saved, we'd budgeted, and the bank had approved an $84,000 home equity line of credit, our HELOC. Money we could draw on as needed for construction. Enter Lars Benton. He came highly recommended, an independent loan specialist trusted by local lenders. Your go-between, they said. He knows how to get things done. He had the look that builds instant confidence: crisp suit, steady voice, a handshake that felt like permission.
"Let me handle the logistics while you line up your contractors," he said. "We'll keep statements going through my office during the setup period, so nothing gets lost."
It sounded professional, almost protective. We signed where he pointed, initials in neat boxes, signature pages marked with tabs. And just like that, it was done. We were approved. Funds available when we needed them. It felt safe. It felt real. Winter came. We met contractors, argued about tile and cabinet finishes, sketched the life we wanted on napkins. Our lender was silent. No statements, no mail. That was fine. We hadn't drawn a cent. We trusted the silence. Then the envelopes started showing up. Thin, gray, and marked Benton Property Services. A neighbor brought one over, thinking it was junk mail. Inside, I could see our loan number faintly printed through the window. I called Lars. He chuckled, easy and confident. "Oh, that's just a test batch from the lender system," he said. "Ignore them." And I did. Weeks passed. We finalized our contractor. I sent Lars the estimate for the roof and asked him to start the first draw.
"Got it," he said. "Send me the invoices. I'll handle everything." That was the last message I ever got from him.
A few days later, his phone went straight to voicemail. Emails bounced. Then the number was disconnected. At first I thought it was some mix-up. Maybe he changed offices. But when I called the bank to check on the HELOC, everything stopped.
The representative on the line was polite, routine, reading from a screen. "Mrs. Alvarez, your line of credit is fully drawn. Payments are current."
I froze. "That can't be right," I said. "We haven't withdrawn anything."
Another pause. Then she read the mailing address. P.O. Box 146, Benton Property Services.
It felt like falling through ice. For 6 months, Lars had been quietly paying the minimum interest payments using the money he stole, our money, to make the account look perfect. Each payment reset the bank's clock. Everything appeared normal. He'd changed the billing address. He intercepted the statements. He controlled the silence. The fraud wasn't loud. It was surgical. When investigators finally traced the wires, the money went to an account in Lars's company name, Benton Property Services, LLC. From there, it fractured into smaller transfers. Consulting fees, vendor payments, marketing. Each step, legal enough to look legitimate, criminal enough to be invisible. And we weren't alone. Other families. Same loan product, same P.O. box, same quiet disappearances. He wasn't the bank. He was the door between us and the bank. And he'd been locking that door from the inside for years. The bank called it complex fraud. The police called it ongoing investigation. Our lawyer called it expensive. We called it betrayal. While they reviewed wire trails and process irregularities, we lived under a roof that still leaked. The contractors we'd lined up moved on to other projects. The blueprints gathered dust. I went through the documents again and again, staring at his signature. That small, confident flourish at the end of his name. Lars Benton. It looked like a wave goodbye. He was smart. He didn't run off all at once. He kept paying interest, just enough to make sure we wouldn't notice until it was too late. He used our own money to buy our silence. Every payment was a bribe we didn't know we were accepting. No threats, no break-ins, no confrontation, just paperwork. And it worked. We filed reports, police, CFPB, and state regulators. Each said they were reviewing the file. Weeks became months. Then the calls stopped. The house feels different now, hollow, like a stage after the audience has left. At night, I hear the leak over the kitchen sink. Steady, mocking. Every drop sounds like the clock ticking back to that moment at the table, his calm voice saying, "I'll handle everything." People ask if I hate him. I don't know what to call it. Hate feels too warm, too alive. What I feel is colder, like standing in the dark after a fire's gone out. Sometimes I open the folder labeled "The Plan." The papers are wrinkled from humidity. The ink is fading. All those dreams of new tiles, bright walls, sunlight through a clean roof, they just sit there, waiting for a version of us that doesn't exist anymore. He's still out there, somewhere, maybe using another company name, maybe sitting at another kitchen table, smiling at another couple, saying the same words. And I wonder if evil really announces itself, or if it always walks in wearing confidence and cologne. So here's what I learned, and what I'll never forget. Anyone who says "I'll handle everything" is not your lender. He's a door, and doors can be locked from either side. Check every statement. Verify every address. Read every confirmation before it becomes a confession. There's no justice yet, no resolution, just a house that still leaks. And a name that still echoes in every empty envelope: Lars Benton.
Every week, Money House Media exposes the real stories behind the paperwork. If there's a story or topic you want us to uncover next, email Money House Media. The more light we shine, the fewer Bentons can hide. Educational content only. This story is inspired by real events, but all names and entities, including Denton Property Services, are fictitious or have been changed. Any resemblance to actual persons or companies is purely coincidental.